So as you can see, the old hen did accept those other two chicks. They're over here on the left with the black wings. Her chick's over behind her there with the buff colored wings. And I thought it'd be fun to just do a little story time about this hen's background. Somebody asked what she was. Now she is 3/4 Morgan Whitehackle, 1/4 gull. And the story on her is that when I was in college, I found a guy who had the same bloodline of Morgans as me, who lived in Illinois. And I got talking to him and asked if I could get a hen or something from him to freshen up my bloodline. And he was happy to oblige. So, like I said, I was in college, and me and my girlfriend at the time hopped in her Ford Explorer, left Minneapolis, and it was about the 6th or 7th of January, and drove to northern Illinois to get this one single hen, or pullet I should say. Well, we got there and it was about noon. It was sunny and 12 degrees below zero plus wind chill. Couldn't hardly hold on to a bird without your hands freezing, even with gloves. And he was trying to load up the back of her car with all sorts of birds, but I was trying to be polite because I'd only come for the one bird. But he ended up talking me into taking this stag with me, who was half of this Morgan blood and half gull on his dad's side. So his dad was pure gull, his mom was Morgan Whitehackle. So I took him home, and the first year I raised, I don't know, about 4 young stags off of that pair. And I said, you know, I'd really like to get a daughter so I could breed back to that half and half bird, you know, and work both directions with it. Well, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd year, because I'd only pair them up long enough to hatch one clutch of chicks off them. It was about the 2nd or 3rd year was when I finally was able to get a female, and that's this one right here. And she was the foundation of me trying to set this little subfamily with the gull blood in it, and I'd try and breed her father back to her. But the thing about this hen is almost all the chicks that she produces are almost always male. So it was real hard for me to get some females off her. And to be honest, I don't know how many seasons I bred her before I lost the old half and half male, but I only produced like less than half a dozen females off of her. There'd be years that she'd come off with 7 eggs with 7 roosters. So we did that, and once I lost the old half and half, I started breeding her sons back to her. And that last time I bred her, I had 2 stags and a pullet make it to maturity. And my plan was to breed those sons back to her, but they got killed one night. A predator come through and killed about 7 birds that were on cords. So that kind of put an end to that, and I was honestly going to get rid of her and the daughter, but I just liked how they were built too much to really let them go. So I decided, alright, well, they've already got quite a bit of Morgan blood in them. I'm just going to pair them up with a pure Morgan again this year and try and cut that gull blood down to a minimum. So that's the direction I've decided to go with them. Now this hen's so old, I really don't know if I'm going to breed her next year. And her daughter, she's not a pullet, but this is the first year I bred her, and she didn't keep a single chick alive that she produced. but I don't know if that is just herself, because I had similar issues with other hens this year. So I might give her a second chance next year. I haven't made up my mind. But thought you'd enjoy a little story on these birds instead of me being all technical all the time, and a little update on the chicks. So thanks for watching.